and feeding off the audience, because you can't structure it like this is what the joke going to be, because you don't know the response.
100%.
Because if you go da da da, now laugh like, oh,
what do I do now? What do you do
what
now?
do I do now? Like, oh, crikey.
If you're ever performing a set and the people don't laugh, how do you guys cope on stage?
Whoa.
I got my mates in the back in the car park. They got your numbers. They got your license plate.
I used to try and rush. It used to throw me off when I said something and it didn't get a laugh. I would try and rush on to the next joke, like try and rush it, like say it a bit speedy just to get to that next laugh. But now I'm more experienced. I just play it off and go even a little bit slower, because rush was a mistake. You don't want to do that because it makes it obvious. But if you just write it, doesn't affect you, just write it through. Yeah, I find that's what I do.
If you guys were to give any kind of advice for people wanting to pursue this, what would you guys give?
The sooner you start, the better. Just start. Just do it. You don't worry if you're good, not good. Just get up there and do it, because the sooner you do it, the more faster you're gonna learn, the better you're gonna get. The younger you are, the more it's just better.
You just got to get over yourself. Get over the audience. You're going to fall. No one's going to laugh at you, and you're going to get some laugh. But you got to pick yourself up and get it, because it's kind of an ego thing too. Yeah. Because if you go up there and think, I'm the best, and talking to yourself in the mirror, and then you stand up in front of an audience and no one laughs at it, and everybody else come and watch you and go, nice one, bro.
Material, do you guys ever think about like kind of techniques, or do you ever think about, is there any types of things? I know like personal experience goes into it, but is there any other factor that could be like, this is the material on the right?
Yeah, I do. So I'll have like a fair idea of what I'm writing, and I'll just go along and then think of things to add in. 3s is like a magic number in comedy. Number 1, something, number 2, and then the punchline on number 3.
It's the setup, the middle, and the actual joke.
Like I wrote a set, like a proper set. When I was like 14, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I read it, and it was called Brown Syndrome.
Brown Syndrome.
And it was all about the pros and cons of being brown. And then at the end, I would have got cancelled and said, but I thank God I'm a Brown Syndrome, not a Down Syndrome. But it was like rubbish comedy. But when I read that, if I went in to an open mic night, I didn't even know I didn't know if I had those or the right people around me to push me, I would be in a whole different place right now.
But also as a mindset too, eh?
Yeah.
Your mindset had to be on that kind of stuff. It's like, it's, I wouldn't change anything. I love kind of, back in those days, my comedy was more physical than anything else, you know. I can't move as that or be funny. Once I take my shirt off, everyone started laughing straight away.